And so I had a major upheaval in the last 24 hours. I was scheduled for 4 overnights in a row, starting Friday into Saturday, 4 overnights in a row, 3 during the weekend at a nursing home, and then last night at my private duty. But I wake up yesterday afternoon to find, now, mind you, this is Monday afternoon, that my private duty case was discontinued because the family decided to replace me with the nurse who can offer more hours than I can. Que sera, sera, right? I mean, that's just simply the life of an agency nurse. It's how it goes. On the whole, I think it's for the best. The family's home was kind of far from my own, and also I hadn't been there long enough to really get attached. So now, on the other hand, now I'm back to calling around to my per diem employers, for shifts, but I'm not going to do that just yet, and here's why. Cold. So last Friday, I thought this is good. This, week that we're in is going to be crazy busy because, like I said, I was scheduled for a 3-day work weekend and then was supposed to work my private duty last night, which meant that Monday and Tuesday, they were going to be a wash. They were going to be filled to the brim, leaving Wednesday as my only full day off because I'm scheduled to work Thursday night too, meaning Friday will be taken up with sleep mostly. Also, the weatherman was predicting it was going to get hot this week, like hot enough in my estimation to bring out my spring and summer clothes. So the original plan was to clear out my closet on Wednesday. Also, it's Holy Week and we haven't made Easter eggs yet, so I was going to boil them on Thursday morning. And I'm having Easter here using the wedding china, so I'm kind of excited. I don't often get to celebrate the holidays at our house. So that left Saturday to be dyeing eggs and cleaning the fine china for Easter. Even though it's behind glass, it still has to be taken down and cleaned. So in between, like all that, I was going to try to fit in buying the Easter basket stuffers and the wine for dinner and little odds and ends kind of errands. But I have an unexpected day off now. It's Tuesday, so I can change my closet over today. And because I didn't have to get ready for work last night, I crammed most of my errands into the time I would have used up getting ready for work. So let's get started with the clothes closet and see how much I can fit into my extra day off. Now, my closet is very small, and I simply don't have the room to keep all my clothes in one space. So I either have the spring/summer or fall/winter clothes in the closet at one time. And it's basically been this way all my life, even when I lived at home with my parents. So I needed to figure out the best time to change my clothes over to avoid being surprised by, some weird blizzard or whatever. And so through an excruciatingly tedious process that I will not bore you with, I figured out that when the temperature was warm enough for long enough to melt the snow piled up in the parking lot at the mall, it was safe to bring out the warm weather clothes and pack away the cold weather clothes. And also because I love folk tales, I don't start looking for spring until after Groundhog's Day because that just seems right and fitting. So I've been using this method since I was a teenager because I'm just kind of dorky that way, and it works out very nicely. But this was a strange year because there is still snow at the mall. Not much, but it was 80 yesterday. It's supposed to be 80 today, which honestly, this is only the second time this has happened since I was a teenager. Who knows? That's a rant for another time. So let's get started. So we actually have two issues here. The one, the closet door clunks off the frame. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be, I don't know if you can see that, but the door hinge has fallen off at the bottom. The second, I'm going to turn the camera around, is to actually clean out the closet. I mean, it's a closet. It's full of stuff. It's been accumulating stuff for approximately 6 months. Well, now it needs to be cleaned out. We're going to clean out the closet first. First step, take everything out and lay it on the bed, which I've been very good about making. I took out my Easter outfit and I hung it to the side because obviously that has nothing to do with the closet cleaning out. But I want to show you when at one point I had accumulated way too many clothes and I slowly got rid of them. It's hard when you kind of are a little bit of a hoarder or you like to keep things. It's hard to throw things out, and I get a little bit of anxiety when I do it. But my system is that at the beginning of the season, I have this red blazer. Take it out. This red blazer is my placeholder. I put it behind all my other clothes. I'll put it back here, and any clothes I didn't wear I'll get rid of them at the end of the season, because I figure if I didn't wear it, then I'm not going to wear it. It's done, it's over with. But since I've been able to simplify my closet to the point that I really don't have too many clothes. I think I'm getting very close to a very good happy medium. So there was no clothes in front of the blazer. So, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get rid of anything. I still kind of cut my wardrobe in half whenever I change over my clothes. You have to make a mess to clean a mess. But the mess is getting cleaned out. Slowly but surely. As you can see, I'm working from the top down. Still emptying. It's amazing how much stuff a little space like this can hold. I'm almost to the end, and I've got a little bag of trash here. I find the weirdest stuff. And now it's empty. It's dirty. It needs to be dusted, and I found little cobwebbies up there. That's just horrible. Dang. How do I live like this? So I'm gonna clean this. And now that it's clean and it's swept, yes, I know it needs a paint job. I will probably never do this project ever in life. All the little cobwebs are gone. I can't show you the top of the shelf. Just take my word for it. It's dusted. So now I get to do the fun part. Sorting the clothes. My theory is that when I change over my clothes, the last season's clothes, the ones that we're just coming out of, I divide them in half, and I take the half I don't want to, we have a really good Salvation Army here, and I'll take it to Salvation Army. And I know some people, I say, oh my gosh, you get rid of half of your clothes. But the thing is, because I'm at the point in my life where most of my clothes come from yard sales and thrift shops, so it's not that expensive. And because I'll thrift shop, I'll pick up a thing here and there. It's almost like a little mini economy of its own. So I wrote out, my dresses. I actually had a little card here that said 4. The skirts, 8. The pajamas, 7, and so forth. So I'm going to divide and conquer this mess. Discards go into the handy dandy basket, and my saves, I don't know where I'm going to put my saves. I have to figure out a spot. And here we go, outside the bathroom. All right, so I've divided my skirt. The skirt here on top is actually pretty, but I bought it from a man down at the train station, and he sells things like incense and beautiful skirts from India and stuff like that, but it's kind of a crapshoot. They're $15 a piece, and they're technically one size fits all, but I'm short. So sometimes they're just a little bit too long, and it's not always obvious, like it seems like it would fit, but of course, there's no changing room, but on the other hand, I've gotten some pretty skirts from them. The skirts I'm keeping, all of them are skirts that can be worn in either season, so I'm just going to hang them directly back in the closet. I'm also collecting all of the hangers. All right, jammies in the basket, the giveaway basket. Some of my pajamas are hanging up because they're pretty. And I have One set of pajamas is going to go back in the drawer because it's actually the pants are thin enough material that it can really be worn in the summer, and we have air conditioning anyway. I hope you enjoyed part one of my closet cleaning video. As I was kind of editing this, I realized I'm running out of time. So I'm going to divide this, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.